say. Let's talk. Let's talk. Whatever you've been through, 'cause your love will always shine through. Oh, let's talk. Talk it out. Come on. Let's talk. What's going on today? 'Cause day is a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Let's talk. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Talk it out.
All right. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show with DM Entertainment. Today is Thursday, March 28th, 2024. Every week, we discuss heartfelt topics that matters. Opinions are respected. Awareness meets action. We're not just discussing, but we're connecting, educating, and celebrating here in the Fresno and Clovis areas. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today. We are filming here at the beautiful CMAX Studios here in the Central Valley. Hi, I am your host, Lashonda Lee, and let me introduce my beautiful co-host. And Lil, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lilly, and I am employed with Pacific Central Management, Property Management Association, and I am happily married with a bunch of kids.
And today we have a special new co-host here at Let's Talk. Introduce yourself, girl.
Well, my name is Tamisha Steele. I am a realtor here in the Central Valley with KW Fresno, or Keller Williams Fresno.
Right. Wait a minute, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I am your realtor. You should call me. No.
Okay. Looking for something.
But I am not married with a bunch of kids. I am single with no kids, but I got a lot of nieces and nephews.
Okay, all right. So were you born here in Fresno?
Yes. I've been here my whole life, 44 years.
All right. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show. We're glad to have you a part of our team. All right.
I am Isha Saulter. I work for the school district, Fresno Unified. Not married. Don't want to say what I am right now. 3 adult children that I love so much. And I'm happy to be here to give you some Eat with Isha today.
All right. Eat me with Isha. Yes. So I just want to ask you guys one question. Are you ready for some Sizzle? All right. So our first Sizzle topic today is a container ship in Baltimore crashed into that bridge and knocked over the whole bridge. Let's watch the clip and see what happened.
Oh, no.
Out on the water with the Army Corps of Engineers and the first up-close look at the massive Dolly container ship and the wreckage of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge laying on top of it. The Dolly's bow crushed under a massive piece of steel.
That weighs somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 tons. We have one of the largest cranes coming in here tonight on the eastern seaboard that picks up 1,000 tons at a time.
The water so muddy and dark, divers and drones have struggled to get a clear view. Submerged under the wreckage, the remains of 4 bridge repair workers still missing. This dashcam video shows them on the bridge a few hours before the disaster. The wife of Julio Cervantes, who survived, tells NBC News the workers were on a break in their cars when the bridge suddenly collapsed. Amazingly, Cervantes survived even though he doesn't swim. The Army Corps of Engineers will have a lead role now in clearing and reopening America's 9th busiest port.
Here's the challenge. They need to clear a 700-foot stretch right here to allow ships to get in and out. But it's not just above water, of course, it's below water. And all of that twisted bridge, that metal underwater, it is razor sharp, posing a potentially lethal threat to ships and the divers working underwater.
This work is very unforgiving, and the planning has to be done in extreme detail. And that's the work that's going on today.
Potentially very dangerous.
Incredibly dangerous.
So, I really, when I seen it, I was like, how did that happen? Because when they showed it on the news, it showed the lights blinking on and off, right before they crashed. So I was kind of a little skeptical about it. What about you, Lil?
Well, you know, I don't like bridges, and even when we go to San Francisco, I have to get on the floor of the car. I get nervous. I don't like bridges because I always think about the song "London Bridge is Falling Down." Anyway, but when I seen it, I seen how the lights was flickering on the boat. And then next thing I know, I seen the bridge just falling down, and I was like, "Oh no!" But I didn't know that people were stuck down there until like later. But it was horrifying, scary to me, and like I said, I don't like bridges, barely like flying. But yeah.
Oh, what about you, Tamisha?
I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I just saw like just like a picture of it, and then like some brief interviews about it. Me, I watch certain parts of the news. I don't really pay attention to a lot of it because the news doesn't deliver you anything to really smile about. So I kind of paid a lot of attention. But this right here is like there were people on the bridge, and this container ship just collapsed the bridge. And so I'm just like, it makes you sad. Like you driving across that bridge, boom, it's in the water. Like you just look at how fragile things are, and things get placed into perspective for you about just these little things that you think are like so secure, and you get on them just in habit. You don't even pay attention to what could or happen, but just prayers out to them people, because that is crazy.
Yes. Isha?
It was tragic. It was something tragic that I witnessed on the news. I'm not fond of bridges myself. I get kind of scared going over bridges, and like she said, it kind of makes you think about the structure of it. Is it safe? We go over bridges. We have bridges here, but not like that. Maybe like overpasses, but those could be dangerous too. So my heart just goes out to the family. It's sad that happened. Yeah. It's just really sad.
Yes, and our hearts and prayers go out to the families too.
Absolutely.
And they said somebody actually survived.
Yeah, one person survived.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
And he doesn't swim. That was the part that was like, what?
Wow.
So people better learn how to swim. That's one thing, learn how to swim. But then the workers who have to go in there and search for people who came out of their cars, and those workers, they can't see, and they're risking their lives in these bridge and these spiky metal, it's crazy.
Dangerous, huh?
It is very dangerous.
Yeah. So they're still doing some research to find out what happened, and I think they found two or three people who was left alive, and I think 4 are still missing. So they'll be giving us updates this week for the rest of the week and let us know what's going on.
And they said it could take about 2 years for that investigation to be thoroughly over. A couple of years. 2 years, yeah.
2 whole years?
Yeah. So imagine the family who really want answers. It's going to be a while. It's going to be an ongoing investigation.
Oh my gosh.
But we'll pray for them.
Okay, we'll be praying for them, and we'll be keeping you guys updated on everything new that's going to be coming out to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the bridge there in Baltimore. Am I correct?
Right, Maryland.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Our second topic is, guess who joined Biden? Guess who joined up with Biden? Obama. Hey. He joined. Matter of fact, Bill Clinton joined up with him too. So let's see what's going on and what made them decide to help Biden out.
Well, now to Decision 2024, and a lot can change between now and Election Day. But as of right now, all signs point to an incredibly close presidential race. But one area where things are not close, at least at this point, fundraising. President Biden's re-election campaign raised $53 million last month, far outpacing former President Trump. And at the same time, former President Barack Obama is playing an increasing role in the campaign. NewsNation's Kelly Meyer live for us at the White House. And Kelly, Obama will be attending a high-profile fundraiser tomorrow set for New York City.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. And President Joe Biden's schedule is a little lighter today as he is preparing for that big fundraiser tomorrow night in New York City. There is a long list of celebrities from actors to comedians, but perhaps the most influential is President Joe Biden's former boss, former President Barack Obama. Now, former President Bill Clinton will also be there, but it's Obama that's been in close contact with his former running mate over the last several weeks. He was here at the White House just last week, a working visit, we're told, where they were discussing the 14th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act, which happened over the weekend. But Obama has been working the phones, talking with former staff in his administration that now serves under President Biden to relay advice. Obama is set to get more involved in the general election campaign. His first big appearance will be tomorrow night as the three presidents, two former, one current, Obama, Clinton, and Biden, take the stage at Radio City Music Hall in New York City.
Okay, I always have to say something about this because it's so close to my heart. This is very serious to me because this is our democracy. And I was sitting at home for a whole year thinking about what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do when I found out that Trump was really running again? And it seemed like he's been on the going hill slope real slow. So we needed that. As a matter of fact, they did a fundraiser, I think it was yesterday, and raised $25 million in one day. Yes. So I am super excited about it. What do you feel about it, Isha?
Oh, I'm excited too. I do think that Biden and Obama teaming up is going to influence the election.
Yes.
Most definitely. Those of us who were big Obama fans, some of us were leaning more towards, I'm not going to include me. A lot of people were leaning towards voting for Trump. You do know that, getting him back in here.
Yes.
But I think now with Obama helping out a little bit and teaming up with them, it may influence the way the election goes.
I hope so.
I think it will.
I hope so, Isha. What about you, Tamisha?
Myself, honestly, I really have no big opinions on it, right? I'm like the person to kind of stay away from politics, really, but like she said, I think that it will definitely influence the election, and more people who were just stand outside of it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to vote. I'm not concerned with this. I think you might have more people concerned about it because you do have Obama and you have Bill Clinton there. So you might have more people to participate for sure, to pay attention.
Yes. What about you, Lil?
I'm excited because, thinking just the thought of Trump in office is it just messes me up real bad because I really just don't care for that man. That man, he talks too much and he talks too crazy. And I just can't understand how people of color is falling for it, what he's saying. He's a liar and he's been caught in his mess. And for some reason, they cannot see it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? But I'm excited that Obama's by his side and helping him fight through this. I'm glad that Bill Clinton is there helping him fight through this. And that's what we need. We need someone that is a positive vibe, letting people know, hey, you need to vote for this man because you get Trump in office, you might be out in the field somewhere singing "Come By Here, My Lord."
She stands on it.
I'm serious. I'm serious. As a heart attack, this man.
Yeah.
And they done gagged him, and he's still running his mouth.
Is he still? Girl, he's still running his mouth after the judge just put a gag order on him. Mm-hmm. Wow. I guess he don't feel like he have to obey anybody. Huh?
No, that's what some people that got
power.
Power. He feel like that. He feel like he's a god.
Yeah.
And I just wish God would, he does things in his own time, but he just need to go rest.
Rest easy.
In a deep place.
Don't wake up for a while.
Until the trumpet sound.
And she stands on that.
Very good. Okay. All right. So this is our first segment for today is our Sizzle. But guess what? Our next topic is going to be amazing. It's going to be talking about Liz Cheney and what she thinks about the Supreme Court. So we'll we'll show you that clip as soon as we get we take this break, okay? We'll be right back.
When Harriet Tubman returned to rescue her husband, not only did she find that he was with another woman, but he also told her to give up the nonsense of freedom. We have to recognize that we can't save everyone, even loved ones. Sometimes the ones that you love will be the ones who will betray you and try to discourage you from struggling for freedom.
Welcome back, everybody. Our next topic is about Liz Cheney warning the Supreme Court on the Trump immunity case. Let's see what she says about that.
I think it's very important that the Supreme Court recognize that what he's doing is a delaying tactic, and that the American people, it cannot be the case that a president of the United States can attempt to overturn an election and seize power, and that our justice system is incapable of holding a trial, of holding him to account before the next election. That cannot be the case.
Tamisha, tell me what you think about that.
I agree with her. I mean, like I said, I don't really talk politics too much, but I mean, I don't understand how you can get this much evidence on a person or even running an election while you're in trial for anything. It
don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, I agree with her.
Okay, Lil.
Well, first of all, it just shows the privilege of a white man. You can do dirt and nothing happens to you because of that special privilege. Now, the judges, they're for Trump. That's the reason why they're doing what they're doing. They're letting him do what he want to do. And he's getting away with it. And I'm like, it's sad because if you or I did half of what Trump did, we would be in jail. They wouldn't probably even giving us a trial. They just say, oh yeah, just throw it up in there. But he's getting away with lying, conniving, stealing, raping, fondling, and a lot of other mess. And it's nothing happening to this man, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Okay, Isha?
If I could put people in those higher positions on my payroll, I would do it too.
Why not?
If I could put them on payroll, I'd probably get away with a lot of things too.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, baby, because you of color, you wouldn't get away with it.
You'd be
I had that.
You'd be like Diddy.
Huh?
You'd be like Diddy.
All right, he on his way out.
Okay. But the thing that bothers me most is that she's actually talking to the Supreme Court of the United States.
Yes.
Why does she have to tell them that? You know, they used to go by the Constitution. Now they're making the Constitution their own. And that's serious. I'm not into politics the way people think I am either, but I watch what's going on in the world a lot because I like to be updated. But from what I see, they tried to overturn the election. He did try to overturn it and had other people working with him to do it. So if he could get his way, he'll be president until he passes away.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So how dangerous could that be? Hitler is his favorite person in the world. And Kim Jong-un and Russia's Putin.
Yeah, he's Putin.
So those are dictators. And he wants to do United States the same way. What's going to happen to all of us? Because a lot of us don't pay attention to politics the way we normally would, but it's so serious to where Obama came back.
Oh yeah.
To try to help Clinton came back. President Clinton came because they see the seriousness of it. It's really serious. And if he get his way, what's going to happen next? The first one, he didn't get his way. Look at all the trouble he caused.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what's going to happen this time? And he got 88 counts, and he got federal counts. And he's trying to do it before the election so he could just say, it's over with.
Yeah, I'm already.
I'm clear me, I'm president.
Yeah.
So just because you're president, he said he could go shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And he's actually showing people, as of now, that's what he can do. You can do anything to get what you want. But I think somebody higher up is going to say differently. It might take a little time, but I think he's going to get what he deserves.
Yeah.
So, our main topic for today is how to mend family relationships that has been broken apart. I see now it's a lot of families that's fighting and feuding and mad at each other for 20 years. I ain't talking to you. You just think you better than me, or you a hater. And I ain't never heard the word hater so much this last year, I think, in my whole life. Everybody eats, sleep, and boo-boo. Sorry. So how could anybody be better than anybody?
Right.
My mama said, you can have 10 cars, but you can only drive one at a time. You can have 5 houses, and you only can live in one at a time.
That's right.
So I don't believe that it's so much hatership. It's just jealousy. You know, people get jealous of the stupidest little things. Tamisha, what you think about that?
Come to me first, So, well, me myself, I can't say that I'm like a expert on the topic, because I love my family. We don't have a lot of falling outs, and I'm not talking to you.
You're blessed.
Like my grandmother, she did not play that. I'm so sorry. She did not play that. And my mom, she didn't play that either. So like me and my sister, even in our adult years, we probably have had one serious like argument or fight and we didn't talk for like a day and a half. Yeah, my mom not, oh, you think you're not gonna talk to her? I think you're gonna talk to her right now. Like, so we were raised like that. I don't wanna take her with me. Well, you're gonna take her anyway. So I'm actually baffled that people can, like, these are the people born with your same DNA, right? So if there's anybody who can help you if you needed a kidney or some type of limb, an eye, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to come to your family first, and your family would jump at the opportunity to do that. Like, these are the people that actually sprung from your DNA. And I know they say, you know, like, sometimes the closest to you are not the people who are your blood. I understand that too, like blind loyalty or whatever. But this is your line. This is your real legacy. Like, this is something that you leave here. So if you could take it upon yourself just to be the bigger person, you know, you should try to figure that out and work that out. But we have a lot of like PTSD. We have things that came from slavery, you know, and we have a whole lot of programming that we definitely have to get away from, because we didn't come from this spread apartness. We actually came from the village where the village raised the kids. The village helped you to eat. You ate as a village. You slept as a village. You did everything with all these people, and that is your family. So how can you just think like, she don't make enough money for me, she got too many kids, or, you know, are we having these just frivolous things that we're arguing about, and we living in the day and time that we're living in? There's no way you should be just walking away from people that's connected to you, like real leaves to your tree.
Ain't that the truth?
So
You are so blessed, because out of a whole lot of people I done spoke to, it's rare that I'll hear that my family is good. We got a close family.
Yeah, my family is a rock.
That is, I am happy to hear that, because a lot of our families is not. You know, so you are really, really blessed, and you guys keep doing that, keeping each other up, because that's the hope of all families. What families should be doing, Lil.
Yeah, she's right. And I'm prime example of a broken family. Now, we were thick as thieves once upon a time when Mom and Daddy was living. We would always have gets-togethers at my sister's, and you know, we go to each other's house and we would have Super Bowl parties, and it was just us. We didn't have to, because my parents had taught us that You don't have to go out across the street and get a friend. You got a friend right there now. Many of us, it was in our, and you know, at home, your sisters and brothers are supposed to be your best friends. But I can't say that now because my family is broken. It is, and there's no ifs and buts about it. It is. I'm like, when you sit down to talk about a situation, it's sad because one person can't be truthful and the other one can't be truthful. And it's like, just tell the truth about a situation. And I'm like this, and different ones tell me, oh, Lily, you know, you did that. One thing I'll tell you is, if you ask me something, Lily, did you do this here? And if I did, I'm gonna say yes, and? Or Lily, is it true that this, yes, and? I said, but, you know, you got people, like in my family, I've had a sibling to tell me that I'm gonna go and tell these people I'm gonna ruin your reputation. And I had told him, I want you to look at my face and look at my face very, very closely, because with the words that are getting ready to come out of my mouth, I meant. I told him I give a what he gonna tell people.
Beep, 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 beep.
Because I told him, I said, because people don't sleep in my bed, people don't pay my bills. I said, I know, and God knows the truth. So you can come up with whatever you want to, but yes, I said, my family is broken. And we were talking, matter of fact, I have to meet one of my nieces tomorrow. We have to have a sit down because it's serious. You know, how bad my family was. Like I told you, we was thick as Steve, but a lot of times, you know, when mommy and daddy is gone. Oh, how different ones can come up and they can say, oh, well, we did this when you know you didn't do nothing. But you look down on the ones that was there for mommy and daddy, that paid bills. And mom and daddy try to figure out who did it. But it's sad. And, you know, it's hurtful. And like I tell different ones, they try to talk and, you know, say different things about my siblings. I say, you know, at the end of the day, I said, they're my brothers and sisters. I love them to death. If you touch them, I'm coming.
That's right.
But
That's right.
my family is broken.
Wow. Isha?
For me, kind of how you said with the parents, when the parents are gone, for me, it was grandma. Our grandma, like you said, your mom, she didn't play that. But when she passed, it did kind of, we split apart a little bit, but I do the Sunday dinner, Taco Tuesday, Friday fish, let's come together. But it's kind of challenging for me. I'm the oldest child, the oldest grandchild, and I just find that my family, like, it's not my fault. Everything kind of, because I'm the oldest one, I don't know. And I try to keep us together like my grandma did. I try to keep everybody together, but it kind of goes this way. But my sister and I, both of my sisters, we're close. But my grandma kids is who I try to kind of keep together, and it's challenging. It's a little bit challenging. They feel entitled. I feel like they pull me. They pull me, and it becomes overwhelming. It's to where I kind of want to shut down, and I have shut down for months at a time. And yeah,
you know,
goes back to me for the grandparents. They keep it together a little better.
My daddy called them your oak trees. And so he's like, when those oak trees gone, sometimes it's, you know, it's hard to kind of get everybody. Because the same happened when my grandmother did pass away. Like, we had Sunday dinner every Sunday. And we kind of still, everybody kind of started doing their own thing. But we still all just get together however we can. Like I told, with our family being as big, like she said, your friends are in the house. So it was hard for me to even really make friends, and I really didn't think I needed them because I have all these cousins. Why do I need friends, you know? But as you get older, you still want to have your same group of people. You still want to have your own friends. But, you know, I think working on the relationships just, you know, it takes a lot of communication and people willing to fix the relationships, because I don't think there is like just throw your family away. Right. Because broken or not, they're your family, and if people are willing to connect the pieces, then you could put that puzzle back together. Like I ended up, we have a counselor in our family, one of my close cousins, but she didn't get to counsel me but that's neither here nor there. She can't counsel me because she's my cousin, but I ended up going to therapy when she became a counselor. We just started kind of looking more into stuff like that. But I believe, like, for our community as Black people, therapy does work. It helps you just to kind of look at certain things. Like, just tell the truth, because we know what happened. But at the end of the day, sometimes people process things different, and their truth may not be your truth or the truth. However, it's a truth that they choose to have, and it's their experience with it. And we just have to say, okay, well, I'll let you have that.
Yeah, in my family, that's the same. I was always the child that liked to kick it with grandma, aunties. I never kicked it with a lot of my cousins. I looked up to them, but I never kicked it with them. So I liked it to be around older women because they teach me a lot. But you can see when certain people pass away, the family starts deteriorating.
Yeah.
And it's time for us to start trying to rectify that. We need somebody to stand up in the family and say, hey, wait a minute. It takes a lot of effort, though. This is not what grandma taught us. This is not what grandpa taught us. This is something we need to get through, and we need to make it work. And we're going to be talking about this again next week, and we're going to have a couple of callers to call in to discuss this particular subject that we're talking about right now. And I appreciate everybody's thoughts on it. It's super important to me about family relationships that's deteriorating and being mad for 25 years, 10 years. Come on, how can you get that mad at somebody? Forgiveness is what we need. We need more forgiveness in families, relationships, friendships, everything. People have to learn how to forgive, because guess what? At the end of the day, when you do something wrong, you want somebody to forgive you. Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to talk about Women's History Month. This is the last part of the month. So we'll be right back to talk about it. Welcome back. This is Women's History Month. And I have a question I want to talk to my co-host about. But before we do that, we're eating with Isha. You know, she comes once a month to cook for us.
Yes.
And we wanted to tell you guys a little bit about good what she made for us today.
Today I made macaroni salad. I made it last night so that the flavors could kick in, sit in, and marinate. I make a macaroni salad with some Parmesan, garlic, butter, mashed potatoes, and some simple green beans. I sliced up some onions in them. And this is it.
Can y'all tune in on that macaroni salad, how good it looks?
Oh, yeah, want me to show?
Can y'all see
Do I
it?
put it
Can
on
you
here?
see? Yes, yes. She did that. Yes. Okay. And what else?
Oh, macaroni salad, the mashed potatoes, and the green beans.
What did you do with your, do you tell us how you did the macaroni
With the mashed potatoes, I got potatoes, peeled them, some russet potatoes. I put some cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, some real butter, a couple of seasonings, and they are delicious. I like them a lot. I hope you guys do too.
Yes. You taste it?
Yes.
It is good, huh?
Yes. You got do that jalapeno?
No jalapenos, no.
Why am I tasting?
But the macaroni salad?
Yes.
Tiny dice.
No, but they're good.
A tiny dices of it, of jalapeno. I thought you meant the macaroni. Yeah, because I know Shonda don't like heat, so I just put a half of a jalapeno
I
on
can't
it.
even taste it.
Yeah.
I can't even taste it. And we have a vegan over here. Vegan. So she got
I got a nice plate of fries.
Fries. We can't leave that out. And then she gave us some lemonade tea, but we put it in our Sprite, and some Sprite. So you can always spice your Sprite up with a little lemon, put a little flavor. But this is absolutely delicious again. And she said jalapenos, and I can't even taste them.
Yeah. Put very little, just a half. Diced it up really tiny.
This is good. And the macaroni, the mashed potatoes, you put what in that?
Parmesan cheese, butter, a little bit of cream cheese, a little sour cream. Just to give them a creamy kick.
What about the green beans?
The green beans I kept simple. I put butter, a little bit of minced garlic, salt, pepper, and diced up a tiny little onion up in it. Just kept it simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you think?
I'm eating.
That's
She's like, don't bother me.
Okay. We appreciate you for coming and doing this for us, because Us as women, we go to a lot of us go to fast food a lot.
Yeah.
And when we see what you're doing and how you're doing it, make us want to get in the kitchen, making me want to go get in the kitchen, huh, baby? See what I'm gonna hook you up. Because this is good.
Thank you.
Nothing like home cooked food.
I love cooking at home.
We
I love
appreciate
it.
you. We got some little chicken too. Some little chicken wings. They good. I have a little meat. Okay, this is delicious.
Thank you.
So, ladies, this is Women's Month. Could you tell me a woman, a special woman that's changed your life? Isha.
Right off, it's been a lot of women that's changed my life. A lot, like you like to hang with older ladies and stuff. I have a friend, Darlene. She's much older than I. She's very wise. She drops gems on me all the time. I like to surround myself with older people too. So many. I just don't want to name one. There's quite a few people in my life who I look up to, and they're wonderful, incredible women. Very strong, incredible women. I look at them as mentors. Some of them have got me where I am today, just dropping wisdom on me and telling me which direction to go, and I trusted their path, and I followed, and I think I turned out all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You, Tamisha?
No, I'd say just like Isha, I have a village of just inspiring women, period. I mean, they are everywhere, but I would say my most influential woman or women would be my mom and my grandmother, because my mom, number one, I wouldn't be here had she not risked her life to get me here. And I just believe like my mom is like one of the strongest women I've seen. And my grandmother is like, she was the type of woman that took care of everybody. Like, we lived in an apartment complex when we was little, and my grandmother, although we were her grandkids, like, it seemed like the whole apartment complex was like she were their grandma. And we're like, you can't do that for them. Those not your grandkids, we your grandkids, you know? When she would go, like, grocery shopping, I need to have enough ice cream for everybody. No, you don't, because we don't even like that color, you know? So my grandmother was just that community person, like, that everybody went to. Yeah. And my mom kind of took that over from my grandmother.
Wow.
And so she just gonna look after everybody. And that's, like, the type of people I come from. So most of us, my aunts, my daddy's sisters, you know, just people, period. And then in the community, I had a lady when I was younger, I got the opportunity to kind of watch her work. And she was a realtor. And at 15, I watched her work and kind of do what she did. She explained what she did. And I was like, I want to do that. She had got a check for $30,000, and I seen her get my friend a car. I was like, yep, I'm going to do that. I didn't know what she did. I just know you got a big check for doing it. I want to do that. And so she kind of gave me the idea to go forward with the career path that I ended up going on later on in my life. But yeah, a whole plethora of women. But my mom is that woman.
All right. That touched my heart. You see, women, you do make a difference in people's lives. People are watching. Remember that. Don't think that, oh, I can do anything I want to and they don't care and I'm tired of doing this for people, they don't appreciate it, because you don't never know who's watching. And that's I love that story.
Yeah, I'm the same. It was my mother when she was living. My mom, she was very strong. My father, like I was telling the ladies, I'm from a family of 16. My father's first wife had 8 children and she passed away, and he met and married my mother, which was young. And she was probably the same age or younger than some of the older kids, you know, that from my dad's first wife. And then my mother, she had 8 children. So it's 16 of us, 8 girls and 8 boys. And my mother, she always cooked like she was cooking for an army. And then when the house, a lot of us had left and started our own families and everything, she still cooked that way. And so My mother fed, she didn't care who they was, she fed them. That's, you know, I believe that's how I got my husband, because, you know, you feed them and they keep coming back. And so my husband said he had to stop coming because his pants was getting too tight.
Oh, wow.
And she would always, and when you eat, she'll say, you want some more? And they will sit there and, no. Here, get some more. She puts them on the plate and they keep eating. And I said, you know, she killed a dog of mine that like that. So she fed the dog too. But my mother, she has a huge heart. I never forget, I look at her and she used to see homeless people and she just stare and she look and I'm like, Mom, I said, why are you looking at people like that? She said, you know, that's somebody's child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so then she said, and my heart goes out to them. My mother, she used to sit up at night and I said, Mama, why are you still up? She says, I'm just sitting there thinking about them homeless people. She said, they're out there in that cold and it's raining. And she said, and I know they're cold. And she used to worry about people. And I used to look at it and I didn't understand why she would do it. But what it was called a heart and it was called love.
Yeah.
She loved people.
Compassion.
And she, even when the immigration people used to chase the Mexican guys when after they didn't finish the work in the field, they're going to get their check. And the boss would call immigration on them and they would run and trying to hide and on all this. My mother used to stand out, she'd see them. She said, this is a shame. She go, hey, y'all come. They hide in our backyard.
Wow.
And she would do stuff like that, you know.
Okay. And
I used to look at her and I said, my mom is awesome.
Yeah.
She is an awesome woman. She was a God-fearing woman. And her being gone, I'm like, you know, it hurts. But, you know, I tell people, I said, my family was blessed, and you don't even realize that you were blessed. And so my mother was 85 years old when she passed, and my father was 103 when he passed. And I'm like, we were so blessed. Yeah, we were very blessed.
You're blessed. You're another blessed person, too. Yes.
So I look at it and I told him, I said, well, you know, I said, you know, God put them in our life for that many years. Mm-hmm. They seen their children grow up. They seen their children have children. Then they see some of the grandkids have children. Mm-hmm. I said, but we have gotten far away from that love that they gave to us, that we're supposed to have spread it abroad. But
we need to get back to it.
Yeah, my mother, she was a big inspiration, and also a young lady, Cicely Tyson. I love her, and God rest her. But yeah, she was a lady.
Oh yeah,
she was a lady.
Oh yeah, that's my girl too. Mm-hmm. Mine is, of course, my grandmother was my heart. That was you know, when you look at grandmas, you think that's the super woman.
Yeah,
she wore so many hats,
mm-hmm.
and she did. You know, she did a lot of things. I was the spoiled one. Yes, I am the spoiled one. Everybody, you know that. She spoiled me. And she had a lot of grandkids after me. I was the oldest granddaughter. But I'll never forget her words of wisdom, all the things that she taught me. And I have a mother-in-law, that's my mother-in-law. I think she's an amazing woman too. She worked really hard. Mm-hmm. And she tells us a lot of things when we're having difficulties or problems. She come in and she's telling us good things. And when you listen, it helps.
Yes.
Yeah. Us women, we have to start listening and thinking instead of thinking we know everything.
That's right.
And then I have my grandmother Tucker. She was another one they said was in the neighborhood doing people's hair, doing everything for the kids. The kids always respected. She had 21, 22 kids. I think they told me. But it was a really big family. And when I used to go around her, she made everybody feel like family. She didn't distinguish, like you said.
Right.
Didn't distinguish. She wanted to help everybody. And we need more of that, ladies.
Yes.
You know, we need to start opening our hearts up like they did,
Right.
and showing people love. So Maya Angelou is another one that I admire. Oprah Winfrey, I love her because her drive, you know?
Yeah.
And always trying to do things to make a difference in this world, no matter how difficult it is. So my Aunt Charlotte is another one. That's a superwoman to me.
Oh, yeah.
She teaches us all kind of things, you know. I don't have a mom or grandmother. So she steps right into all of us, all her nieces, not just one. She does it to all of us. She always teaches us a lot of things that we need. like you said, you step up. Your mother now stepping up like your grandmother. And so when you're going to do the same, I'm quite sure. And just keep it going. That's a good thing. Next week, we're going to be having a couple of people to call in, telling you ahead of time. Inbox us at the Let's Talk Facebook app, or you can get on the website and you can inbox us and let us know about something about how you feel about family relationships deteriorating and some things you think we could do to stop it and help it and repair it. Okay? We're getting ready to go, but you guys know Easter is Sunday. What you plan for Easter?
Cook and just be with my family. Dye some eggs, just be around the house cooking.
Okay. Tamisha?
I will be on a cruise.
Hey.
We're going to send all our love with you right now.
That's right.
We're going to
Praying for you,
on a cruise to Ensenada with all my aunts and all of my aunts, all my girl cousins.
Wow.
So,
girls trip.
Yeah, so it's a girls trip, and we
Take
planned
lots
it
of
again.
pictures.
Lots of pictures.
We ready to go.
Okay. Cliff?
Well, I will be spending Easter with my in-laws. And we will be hiding Easter eggs for the kids. We will be having our own lunch. We're doing like a potluck, so they chose me to do my peach cobbler.
Okay.
So I will be doing peach cobblers. I was trying to get away with doing hors d'oeuvres.
That's the easy way.
No, my sister-in-law called me and said, no, do a peach cobbler. Your brother-in-law wanted. And I said, figures. Yeah, I'll be doing peach cobblers and hanging out with my in-laws.
Okay, me, I'm going to be hanging out with my grandkids. My 2 grandkids, we'll be hanging out with them on Easter.
Nice.
And I'm excited about that. My daughter's cooking. But she always tries to make me cook something. So I'm going to see what I might throw together for her this time. So Easter is a time where you can get with your families and enjoy them. Enjoy your friends or whoever. But make sure you do something to enjoy it, because usually holidays bring the families together. They don't always do the Sunday dinner anymore. But you guys enjoy your Easter weekend. And this is it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining our team, Tamisha. We welcome you. We can't wait till you get back from your trip and tell us all about it, because you know we like to show clips of it here when our hosts go out of.
See if I learn how to do anything.
Yeah, make sure you let us know if you get seasick, which I hope you don't. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Have a safe weekend.